Fight forever here in the wXw Wrestling Academy, and you are looking at two of the finest young talents in all of Europe. Peter Tihanyi, who has been making waves here in wXw, and indeed in Hungary, where he's from, as well as elsewhere in Europe, against Leyton Buzzard, who has got a side headlock applied. Leyton Buzzard becoming a major name, particularly in Scotland, where he has become one of the shining lights in ICW. Tihanyi up to his feet, and there's going to be a lot of testosterone flowing here because both of these two men wanting to prove that they are better than the other, given that in each case their reputation precedes them. Buzzard tricked Tihanyi into going to the ropes. Now he goes to the ropes himself. Gets arm dragged by Tihanyi. And again, Tihanyi, a chop right into the chest. Leapfrog, and then a leaping back elbow from Peter Tihanyi. Goes for the pin and gets a 1 count. Tihanyi still in his early 20s. Trained by Icarus and Dover, the Arrows of Hungary, but of course he has since very much fallen out with them since their outlook changed in many people's minds for the worst, and they joined Amboss alongside Robert Dreisker and Lawrence Roman. Now Tihanyi breaking out on his own without his former mentors. It's a 2 count. Leyton Buzzard has a very interesting story as well. He's talked about his time in ICW in Scotland, where he was a fan of that promotion growing up in England, so he upped sticks and he moved all the way to Glasgow in Scotland from England to train with ICW, and has now risen right to the top of one of the best promotions in all of the United Kingdom. Tihanyi though dropping an elbow on Buzzard. Kick out there. So there's some real bragging rights, continental bragging rights between Tihanyi and Buzzard at stake. Buzzard just got sent face first into the turnbuckle by Tihanyi. And Buzzard stopping him from leaping back in. Buzzard then takes the leg out of Tihanyi. And the lower back of the Hungarian rammed hard by Buzzard into the edge of the ring. Might be smart from Buzzard if he can do some damage to that lower back, reduce the mobility of Tihanyi. He'll take out that high-flying game. A high-angle suplex, then goes for the pin. Does Buzzard, gets the 2 count. Tihanyi back to his feet, but he is withstanding a sustained barrage here from El Capitan, Leyton Buzzard. Buzzard once more with Tihanyi in the corner. Gonna send him from one side to the other. Beating him from pillar to post. Buzzard with a snap suplex quickly on top. Goes for the pin once more. Gets another 2 count. Really has been a breakout year in wXw and elsewhere for Peter Tihanyi. We would love to know what you think has been the standout moment of Peter Tihanyi's 2022 in wXw. Let us know in the comments. Referees having to have a word with Buzzard here about staying within the rules. Here comes Tihanyi battling back. You can see though his lower back still hurting him. Buzzard with the elbow gets him back into the corner. Tihanyi's going to get sent once more into the turnbuckles. Diagonally opposite where they were, it was more impact on the lower back. And then a suplex from Buzzard. Can he translate that into a victory? No, Tihanyi once more kicking out. I mentioned Tihanyi's ongoing issues with Amboss. Earlier here on Fight Forever, he was in the corner of Ilya Bloom as Bloom took on Tihanyi's former mentor, Icarus. You can catch that on the wXw YouTube channel. Amboss's Robert Dreisker was also in action here on Fight Forever against Danny Frey. That one's available to see now, so make sure you check all of those out. And I have no doubt in my mind that Dreisker and Icarus and the rest of Amboss will be watching every single moment of this match, because Tihanyi has been an ongoing thorn in their side. Buzzard's proving to be a thorn in his side at the moment though, because the young Englishman has been looking to be in pretty good control, and he's been mocking there. Do you see that? Mocking that lower back pain of Tihanyi. There was an attitude with Buzzard, but there's a counter there from Tihanyi. I think maybe the trash talk firing Tihanyi up. Tihanyi using the ropes to deliver a DDT. Peter Tihanyi having to dig down deep. Adrenaline helping him through. He is first to his feet here. El Capitan shortly after him. Buzzard, that was a wild swing. Tihanyi wasn't there. And now Tihanyi's going to make Buzzard pay. Insecurity. Buzzard down on the canvas. Tihanyi with the knees. And now Tihanyi looking for the pin. He hooked both legs and he got 2 3/4, but he didn't get 3. Crowd very vocally supportive of Tihanyi. Obviously the wXw fans much more familiar with him, and he has given them some outstanding performances this year. Tell you what, these two, as we expected, really leaving it all in the ring. They both urgently want to claim victory over the other. There are a lot of wrestling fans who follow the scene across Europe who have wondered for some time what would happen when these two met, and we're seeing it right here on Fight Forever. Tihanyi maybe looking for a slice spread, but Buzzard continuing to focus on the back, and it's proven to be pretty effective as well. He tried for the buzz killer there, but Tihanyi was able to counter in mid-air. Remarkable reflexes. And now Tihanyi, there's a meteora from Peter Tihanyi. The right leg hooked by Tihanyi. Oh, and how close was that for Peter Tihanyi? Tihanyi telling the referee to get out of the drop zone, because you know where Peter Tihanyi is going. He is heading up and up further to the top turnbuckle, but Leyton Buzzard knows he cannot afford, under any circumstances, to give Tihanyi free rein from up high. Instead, Buzzard's going to try and superplex him, and I'll tell you what, if Buzzard hits a superplex on Tihanyi, then the damage to that lower back may be absolutely critical. Tihanyi knows he really cannot allow that to happen. Able to shove Buzzard away. Tihanyi, the back still bothering him, but he's up on the top. And now Tihanyi, but Buzzard ran towards him to move out of the way. And Buzzard with a backbreaker. Smart choice from El Capitan. Buzzard. A knee to the side of the head. Leyton Buzzard up to the top. Missile drop kick from Buzzard. Is that enough to defeat Tihanyi here in wXw? No. Peter Tihanyi's right shoulder, by the narrowest of margins, keeps him in this. Buzzard is going to try and force a submission. The Boston Crab, I think he's looking for. Tihanyi had enough leg strength to power him away. Boston Crab on that back could have been all she wrote as well. Tihanyi, it feels like he's hanging on by a thread here. Clothesline, and then a standing moonsault from Buzzard. Oh, Tihanyi though countered. Tihanyi, again those reflexes, the quick thinking of Tihanyi. There's the Buzz Killer! The Buzz Killer! Well, Buzzard, he's not going for the pin. Why isn't Buzzard going for the pin? He thinks Tihanyi needs some more. From the top, the moonsault, but there was no one home. It is a huge error, a terrible error by Buzzard. He got struck in the head. And now Tihanyi off the top with a 450 splash. Tihanyi hooks the leg, and Peter Tihanyi has taken down El Capitan.
Und hier ist der Sieger, Peter Tihanyi.
Great match between two of Europe's finest young talents. But Peter Tihanyi ultimately continuing his fine run of form here in 2022. He is the young wrestling star that Europe and the world are talking about. Tihanyi beats Buzzard on Fight Forever.